Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest changes to how we log into things online, passkeys. We're going to break it all down, make it super simple, and really focus on the questions and the worries that pop up, especially for older folks who are, let's be honest, pretty tired of the current system. This quote right here from a Reddit user talking about their dad, wow, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This insane doom loop. It's that feeling of trying to log in, waiting for a text message with a code, the code doesn't come, you try again. It's just exhausting. And it's not just those security codes, it's the whole password mess. You forget them, so you start reusing the same one everywhere, which you're not supposed to do. And then you end up having to reset them all the time anyway. It feels like a chore just to get into your own email. But what if we could just stop all that? What if there was a way to sign in that was actually easier and at the same time way more secure? Well, that's exactly the problem that passkeys were invented to solve. So here's the absolute key thing to understand. A passkey isn't something you have to remember. It just replaces that whole typing a password thing with an action you already do 100 times a day. You're just using your face, your fingerprint, or, the same exact PIN you use to unlock your phone. That's it. I love this analogy. It's perfect. A password is like a secret knock. Anybody who learns the secret knock can get in. But a passkey? That's like a physical, unique key. A hacker can't just copy it or guess it. They need your actual key to open your door. And this chart really shows you why they're so much safer. Your passwords live on some company's server somewhere, which can get hacked. Or a scammer can trick you into typing it into a fake website. A passkey, though, it never, ever leaves your device. It physically can't be stolen in a data breach or phished from you. And this is a huge point, something a lot of people worry about. When you use Face ID or a fingerprint, that information stays right there on your phone, locked away. Apple, Google, they never see it. They can't access it. It's just your phone checking to make sure it's really you. Okay, so we get the basic idea, but right away, a bunch of what-if questions pop up, right? And they're totally valid concerns. So let's just get right into them and tackle the biggest ones we've heard. This is such a great question. We actually saw a user in their 70s ask this exact thing. What if I grow a beard? Or I'm wearing different glasses? Or what if my fingerprints have just gotten worn down over the years? It's a real concern, but the answer is pretty reassuring. The good news is, they thought of this. You absolutely do not have to use your face or fingerprint. If that doesn't work for you, no problem. You can always just use your device's PIN, the same code you use to unlock it. And honestly, today's face recognition is so smart, it actually learns and adapts to small changes over time anyway. And here it is, the big one, probably the #1 fear people have. If all my keys are on my phone, and then I lose my phone, am I locked out of my entire digital life forever? It's a really scary thought. Okay, deep breath, because that's not how it works. You are not trapped. The whole system was designed with this exact fear in mind, so there's an automatic safety net built right in from the start. Here's how it works. When you create a passkey, let's say on your iPhone, it doesn't just live on that one device. It's securely saved to your iCloud account, which means it instantly and automatically shows up on your iPad and your Mac too. Same exact thing happens with Google and Android, so if you lose your phone, your keys are waiting for you on your other devices. And this part is just so clever. Say you're at the library and need to log into your email. The website will show a QR code. You just scan it with your phone, approve the login on your phone, and boom, you're in. You never had to type a password into that public computer. It's brilliant. Let's just hammer this home one more time because this is the whole ballgame. Since you are not typing a secret into a website, there is nothing for a scammer to steal in a fake email. There is nothing for a hacker to steal from a company's database. That entire category of threat, it just vanishes. All right, we've gone through what they are, how they work, and what happens when things go wrong. So the bottom line question is, should you, or maybe a parent or grandparent, actually start using them? Well, look, if you're nodding along to any of this, if you're just plain tired of the password game and that doom loop of text message codes we talked about at the start, then yeah, passkeys are pretty much designed to fix exactly what's frustrating you. But you don't have to jump in with both feet all at once. Think of it as a gradual change. You can start small. Just try setting one up for your Google account, for example. Your old password will still work as a backup, so there's no risk. You can just ease into it at your own pace. And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Yes, it is a new thing to learn, but it's not just another thing. The goal here is to learn one new, super easy habit so that you can finally forget about a whole lifetime of bad habits with passwords that were never really secure in the first place. So what do you think? Is it worth a try?